Hemp is the oldest crop. Humans first encountered it when they came out of Africa. You know, recent genetic testing shows that all Homo sapiens came out of Africa and encountered hemp in Central Asia. And all archaeologists agree it is among the first crops purposely cultivated by human beings. And it has evolved with us. It's been at least 12,000 and maybe up to 30,000 years that cannabis has been cultivated. If you look at the Rig Veda from India, it's about 6,000 years old. They talk about cannabis in that. You go to China, one of the basic sounds is ma, and that's the word, like aja is here in Japan. It's at the root of many of our cultures. So if we're going to talk about the history of cannabis, we have to realize that our whole civilization has come from this crop. In fact, it might have led to the domestication of animals because we had cannabis. Maybe the dogs wanted to come and hang out with us, or maybe the horses. Again, this is speculative, but it was there at the very beginning, and it could well be the truth. So it's the basis of our own civilization, and it's the most productive crop. It creates more seeds, and those seeds have a protein that perfectly matches humans' needs. It has the same 8 amino acids that humans need in exactly the balance that we need. For the essential fatty acids, it has exactly the same balance of essential fatty acids that we need. Is this a coincidence? Perhaps not. Perhaps we have cultivated it to meet our needs, and it has cultivated us to meet its needs. And so I think that's a historical context that we have to realize, that cannabis is the oldest crop and the most productive crop. And so to prohibit the oldest and most productive crop, to me, is a crime. And
through someone that inspired me was Dr. Udo Erasmus, writing a book on fats and oils that heal. And the reason that Dr. Udo Erasmus wrote a very thick book on fats and oils, yet only one paragraph was dedicated to why hemp was, yes, the perfect balance, intrigued me. So I traveled to North America to ask him, and I said to him, hey, you're the world's expert on fats and oils, and you agree in one paragraph of your very thick book that hemp is fantastic. Why? Does it contain drugs? And he confirmed to me, no, it doesn't contain drugs. And it is the perfect oil and on nature's balance. It's already been created for humans. And he said to me, would you like to get involved with hemp? I said, I'd love to. Can we work together? He said, no way am I going to get involved with that plant. Everyone thinks it's a drug. It's not a drug, but everyone thinks it's a drug, so I'm not going to go near it. That we actually have something called the endocannabinoid system. That is a system that is as important as breathing. It's as important as our nervous system. And it was only discovered in the last few decades, 50 years ago. We only discovered that we actually are built for cannabis. And that cannabis is a phytocannabinoid. It's a cannabinoid that's not endogenous, doesn't come from our bodies, but it is actually made for our bodies. So humans are literally made for this plant. But many of us knew this intuitively. Human beings have known this intuitively. And it was only these smear campaigns from the United States that told us, programmed us, made a story that this was bad for us. But that is not true. And science is now proving this.